All right, boys and girls, we read yesterday the Rip Thanks George. And if you guys forgot what it's about, go check the previous video before that. But we're going to move on to the multiple choice. I will do a few of them, and you guys will do the rest. Okay. So here we go with the question with number one. First of all, it says think. Use what you have learned from reading the selection to respond to these questions. Number one, the question has two parts. First, answer part A, then answer part B. So I'm going to do one, maybe you'll do the other, we'll see. Part A, how did George Mestral come up with the idea for Velcro? Well, if you guys remember, he strolled around. I think he was taking a walk. But if you don't remember, we can always go back and read it. That's what reading is all about. Not just reading it once and say, oh, okay, I think I know it. It's going back and reading. George Mestral, a man who invented Velcro, lived in a country in Europe called Switzerland. One day he was hiking in the Jura Mountains near his home. Okay, well, let's see if we find that out. He looked at the unusual fasteners used on hiking clothes. Nope. He saw special fabrics that were fuzzy on one side and prickly on the other. Not that we know. He had been asked to invent a new kind of fastener. I don't think so either. He noticed that burrs were sticking to his pants and socks after a hike. Well, we know that he went on a hike, and if we kept on reading, we know that we've been talking about the burrs, and yes, they were sticking onto his clothing. So absolutely, we're going to pick D. Okay. Part B, you might answer on your own. Excuse me. It says, part B, which sentence from the past best supports your answer for part A? So which sentence right here will match up to make sense that he noticed the burrs that were sticking on his pants? Okay. Close up, George saw that each little spike on the burr ended in a hook. Maybe. We're gonna hang on to that one. After many years of experimenting, George was able to recreate the sticking power of the little burrs. That's obviously part of the story, but it has nothing to do with him noticing the burrs were sticking to his pants. He named it Velcro, a combination of the words velour and crochet. Again, that has nothing to do with naming it. And even toddlers could fasten and unfasten the straps. That again has nothing to do with him noticing the burrs were sticking to his pants. So you guys might know the answer because we just crossed out the three of them of the multiple choice. You should have been left with one more. According to number two, according to both the photographs and the, according to both the photographs and the text of the passages, how is a burr similar to Velcro? Let's look at the picture. These are the burrs, and here in the back is the clothing. How are they similar to this? Okay. And over here, we can talk about paragraph 4. After many years of experimenting, George was able to recreate the sticking power of the little burrs. He made two pieces of fabric, one piece that was covered in prickly hooks and the other in soft fuzzy loops. So let's go back. According to both the photographs and the text of the passage, how is a burr similar to Velcro? Both grow on a plant. Both are brownish in color. Both have tiny hooks on the ends. Both are shaped like zippers. Okay, we can start crossing some out. No, they don't. They both don't grow on plants. One does, the other one he invented. If you invent something, he created it. So it cannot be made out of plant. He actually made the fabric. Both are brown in color. You guys have seen Velcro before. It's not just brown. It can be any types of colors, mostly black. Both have tiny hooks on the ends. Hint, hint. And both are shaped like tiny zippers. So you guys may pick that one. Reread paragraph 4 and look again at the photographs. Which two of the following details explain how Velcro is made? Is Velcro made with spikes and hooks pulled from burrs? So did he make the spikes and hooks from the burrs? Did he actually pick those up and put them on fabric? And that's what Velcro is? It uses two different pieces of fabric. Okay, maybe. It uses the same fibers that socks are made of. Did we ever talk about socks? It has prickly hooks on one side and loops on the other. Okay, that sounds like a good one too. And it says which two of the following. So there's two of them. It is made from velvet. It has special fasteners that act like laces. It uses hooks called crochets. Boys and girls, we found it uses two different pieces of fabric, and it has prickly hooks on one side and loops on the other. Okay. What is one reason that astronauts first started to use Velcro? It held tools in place so they wouldn't float away. It allowed astronauts to wear sneakers. It allowed astronauts to walk inside a spaceship. It helped astronauts walk safely on the moon. Boys and girls, I think you can get this one. Just go and read paragraph 6, and you will get your answer. And number 5, why was Velcro popular with skiers? If you don't know, go back to paragraph number 6, and you will find your answer. Okay. And let's see what pages. Yes, let's go and finish this one. Read the sentences from paragraph 5. He knew that his invention could take the place of many fasteners. Zippers, buttons, pins, shoelaces would all become a thing of the past, he claimed. What are 2 ways to figure out the meaning of fasteners? Use the meaning of invention, which means similar, something similar. Use the examples in the next sentence, which are all objects used to join things together. Think about the meaning of fasten, which means to hold in place. Think about the meaning fast, which means quick. Break the word fasteners down into 2 smaller parts. Fasteners you can't break into 2 parts, okay? But for sure, fasten means to hold in place. Okay, there you go. Number 7 and number 8, I want to have you do on your own. Why would Velcro be most useful on clothing meant for children? Children usually wear bulky clothing. Velcro makes a ripping sound that children enjoy. Velcro straps are easy to fasten and unfasten. It can be used to hold caps and gloves in place. And number 8, which sentence does a photograph of the astronaut on page 291 help you understand? Let's go to the picture. There's an arrow and it's showing the Velcro. Okay, so let's go back. He knew that his invention could take place of many fasteners. Velcro's first big fan was NASA. It could hold tools in place so that they wouldn't float away. Astronauts had lots of bulky equipment to put on and take off. Okay, you guys can answer that one on your own, looking at the picture and also the paragraph of, I think, paragraph 6. Tomorrow, we will be doing the short response, which is pretty short, pretty easy, and then we'll finish off with the surprise letter on Friday, I believe. Okay, have a good one.